Hi, I'm Dr. Archana Khan and I'm a practicing pediatrician since last 20 years. I have seen many parents coming and asking some general questions which I would like to bring forward and share with all of you to make your life easier in parenting, to make it more enjoyable and for you to understand your child better. Congratulations! Your baby is soon going to be 6 months. Time to wean the baby. But what would you wean your baby with? How would you wean your baby? Will you still continue your breastfeeding? Weaning topic is very dear to me because this is the time. See, till now you were giving breast milk, which nature has made. Baby was getting everything he or she wants. But this is the time when you, as a parent, have to be very vigilant and give your baby the foundation because eating habits, physical health, mental health, emotional health, everything depends on this critical phase of weaning. When your baby is born, and sometimes even before that, nature has already kept his food ready, and that is your breast milk. That is the healthiest food that you can give your baby. It is just the right nutrition, temperature, immunity factor, cholesterol lowering factor, brain growth factor, everything that your child needs in one food. So there is no substitute for breast milk. But at 6 months, it's time to start introducing solid food. Solid food does not mean that you discontinue the breast milk, but you do have to come down in the frequency of breast milk and start introducing food. 6 to 9 months is also the critical period in which the brain maps what the child is getting introduced to. And this is the base where the eating habits of your child will be formed. And this is a very important phase in your child's life. If you wean right, you will not have problems later on in feeding your baby. Why should one wean at 6 months of age? This is the time when the child's brain is mapping the taste stimulus from the tongue to the brain. The texture, feel, and smell of the food gets registered in the brain. And there lies the foundation for the eating habits of your child. Moreover, the child's gut starts maturing and child is old enough to handle solid food. He can be made to sit down into a high chair and the hand-mouth coordination becomes better. Even the swallowing, which the child is used to only for liquid items like milk, becomes more mature and he would be able to take in solid food better. Now, how would you start weaning your baby? How many times would you feed your baby? Now remember, eating is more of a habit, it's a body habit according to the culture and the country where the child resides or where any person resides for that matter. If you eat your dinner at 9, your body starts craving and feeling hungry at 9. Whereas your neighbor, if he or she eats at 11, at 9 o'clock he or she will just not be ready to take in any food that you will put in front of your neighbor. And that is why maintaining a discipline in the timings and frequency of feeding is most important in this weaning period. Also, you need to optimize the quality rather than the quantity of food at this time. Do not be fixed with the idea that because you've decreased the frequency of breastfeeding, you have to stuff in a particular amount of food into your child's stomach. Child's body intelligence is such that he or she will take in what she needs, how much she needs, and which food item that he or she needs. So our duty here is to optimize the quality and start introducing carbohydrates, proteins, fats in the right quantity. Moreover, this is the time to start giving water. Till the age of 6 months, the breast milk has enough water just to digest itself. As soon as you start introducing solid food, it's important to start giving water because water is needed for the basic digestion of all food elements. And also remember, as per certain culture, water or any food has to maintain the smell, texture, and feel of its naturally prepared food. So do not try to flavor water, do not try to sweeten the food. Also remember that you need to introduce the vegetables and fruits at the right amount. Breast milk till now does not give your child the enough iron content that is needed. So it becomes even more important to introduce fruits and vegetables at this time. More so over the green vegetables, beetroot and fruits which are rich in iron. Non-veg items are preferably to be introduced after 9 months of age, or in some cases like atopic dermatitis or allergic kids. It would be even better if you could give after 1 year of age. Anything containing high proteins can initiate allergic reactions. So there is a certain way that you will go about in the weaning process. Cheese and yogurt can also be given to the baby. Try to avoid honey, giving honey to the child. Or maybe if you have very freshly prepared, well preserved honey, you can give, because it's a rich medium for growth of any bacteria, and there are many cases we find of infection due to honey. It is very important to remember that eating does not start when the food enters the mouth. Eating starts when you start smelling or even thinking of food. Can you right now imagine of a nice yellow juicy lemon? See, your mouth waters. What is this? These are the juices that the body has started producing to digest whatever is going to come. And this is what happens. If the smell is right, the taste is right, right in the sense natural food, and the feel of the food is given to the baby, digestion will be much better than what it will be by just giving in ready-made prepared food. I get some questions like, can I give ready-made cereals, ready-made preparations from the market? All I have to say is that maybe these kind of food are nutritionally perfect, but this is not the taste, smell, texture and feel that your child needs to learn at this critical period of weaning. This is not the food that he or she would be consuming throughout life. So of course, it's not that you may not give this, but we would prefer that you give homemade, freshly prepared food, and eating of your child starts from the smell of the food that wafts in through the nostrils as soon as you keep the plate in front. What is baby-led weaning? So we have a tendency that as soon as a baby starts weaning, we try to make mashed food and start spoon feeding the baby, which is okay. But baby-led weaning means the baby has to lead his or her own eating habits. So it's a practice whereby you can give chunks of steamed food, broccoli, carrot sticks, some fruits, lumps of mashed potato, rice rolled into balls, and things like that, where your baby learns to finger the food, hold the food and take it into his or her mouth. This is an important milestone where after 6 months your baby's hands start coming into the center and they start taking everything into their mouth. And the real basis for this is that the baby learns to eat his or her own food, and this type of weaning should be encouraged. So you can have a practice of keeping some food which you want to feed your baby, but at the same time keeping another bowl of steamed vegetables and food like that which the baby himself or herself can intake. Many of you will find that the baby starts choking as soon as you give solid food. Sometimes they want to throw it out. Now, till now your baby has learned to take only liquid milk or sometimes water or formula feed. So he or she, as soon as she takes solid food, they have to learn. They have to learn how to swallow. In addition, the gag reflex of the babies is very strong. And this is a natural protective mechanism for them to avoid choking into their own secretions, saliva, or food. And so you have to be persistent, keep the baby upright in a chair, and always supervise while your baby is eating or having some things into his or her own mouth. And the learning will soon come to, and the coordination between swallowing, eating, and swallowing will come, whereby your baby will be able to wean. I would like to give you a very brief timetable as to how you may go about this process of weaning. So as soon as your baby, this is what I usually follow with my patients, and it will work 100%. What you need to do is maintain the timing of feeding, maintain the items that you want to give, try to respect the child's need and want, and avoid any kind of distraction with TV, music, and things like that. You and your baby must enjoy the process of weaning for it to be a very successful one later on. So what can be the schedule for your weaning? Now I'm going to give you one small timetable sort of thing. You may of course modify it as per your habits and your food items, but if you maintain the basic principle of what I'm going to tell you, it will not be too difficult for you. So you have to have a breakfast time, lunch time, dinner time, something in between breakfast and lunch, and something in between lunch and dinner. After weaning, you don't have to go for 2-hourly feed or 3-hourly feed. It has to be, your child is a mini adult now, and he or she has to consume like how you are consuming. So your breakfast can consist of a cereal. In India, we like to give rava or nachni, which is healthy food, which we can make in ghee, add water to it, and to make it sweet, we may add jaggery instead of white sugar. Now remember that none of the food items should be mixed in milk. Milk is a very heavy food to digest, and to give roti or rice or any cereals mixed in milk in these initial stages may hamper the digestion of the other cereal that you are about to give. Then at lunch time, you will introduce, if you've given 1 or 2 grains earlier, you may introduce dals and rice. Dal and rice is a great combination because it completes the carbohydrate content and it provides with all the essential amino acids needed by your baby. So, and that is why traditionally this combination has been made. You can add 2 vegetables while you're making rice dal combination, something called khichdi, and add ghee in it. You may blend it and give, and with it some steamed vegetables can be kept on the side for your baby to munch on his own. In between breakfast and lunch, I would like to give babies fruits. You may give spoon smashed ripe fruits, or you may blend it with a little water, but please do not flavor it and do not add more sugar to it. Let the smell and the taste of the fruit remain. How would this fruit help in between breakfast and lunch? This fruit would help in not only digesting your breakfast, but it also helps in releasing the juices for it to digest the lunch or the food that is yet to come. And so fruit that is given in between at this time would really serve the purpose well. In the evening hours, you may give some dry fruits to the baby. What I like to tell my patients is make some juices or paste of dates and keep. And in that paste, you can mix powdered badam or akhrot, that is walnuts, or any other kind of dry fruits that you want to give. And after giving dry fruits, you can give breastfed milk to your baby. You may also give breast milk in between your evening meal and lunch so that the baby can sleep off nicely. But if you've noticed, I've not told you to give milk after the baby gets up and before giving lunch. And that is the time when the baby is getting solid food, what you have prepared at home. After evening hours, try to give dinner in the form of wheat, that is rotis, or breads that can be blended with rich vegetable soup, nicely flavored, with many of the fruits which are rich in iron like beetroot and green vegetables. Iron till now your baby has got only from the womb, and breast milk was not sufficient to give. So it's very important to introduce it at this time. At night you may make hot soup, blend breads, blend rotis, give it to your baby, and 2 hours after that you may breastfeed your child again before he falls off to sleep. But overnight I want you to give only water to your child. And the last milk, breast milk, you may give once at 4 or 5 o'clock early morning so that he's ready to take breakfast when he gets up. Now remember that water has to be given throughout the day. And in between your meal timings, please do not keep on giving your kid anything else. No chocolates, no biscuits, no junk, no coffee, no soda drink, no beverages, and you're done. Your baby will be happy, you will be happy, and you'll see that a basic foundation of your baby's health has been built. This is a very comprehensive video that we've tried to put together for weaning of your child. I'm sure there'll be many individual questions and general questions which we may have missed telling you. But we are welcome to your questions, and we will soon try to take out a video addressing to all this, or maybe we might be able to reach you personally to solve your doubts. Thank you. Look forward to the next.